An investigation that has been going on for 3 months has resulted in the seizure of 1 ton of cocaine in Presidio County in Marfa. Authorities say the drug has a street value of $1 billion. The suspect is reportedly a local rancher, 37-year-old Robert Chambers.
DEA agent Robert Mueller's testimony also implicated Presidio Sheriff Rick Thompson in the case. Last week, Channel 9 News revealed the cocaine in the case was seized from one of the Presidio Sheriff Department's horse trailers. 1 ton of cocaine being stored virtually where almost anyone could see it. Drug investigators down in Alpine have made the largest cocaine bust in the region's history.
He called me. He said, Robert and I brought about a ton of cocaine across, and the sheriff was there to help us when we got stuck in the mud.
A lot of the officers would talk about how they just didn't know who they could trust anymore. This just seems so insidious, and it really shook people up.
A man bigger than me is going to forgive him if he asks him. And I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why he did it. It breaks my heart. To this day, it breaks my heart.
Robert, how can I put this? He wasn't a nice person. When he got violent easy.
He was an intimidating man. He was big and he was brash and he was a bully.
Had a good way with the ladies. Generally had a .45 tucked to the small of his back. Help you if you needed help or kill you.
When I asked him why the hell would he done it, and he said, it was desperation.
Rick had to use a little stealth and cunning to get it past the Border Patrol. And he did. Worked.
La Puerta was known in Mexico as the guy that he was the door. He let things through.
Hotel rooms were not the place I did business. I was in Mexico, and I don't believe I ever saw one of those motherfuckers standing next to me, because had he been there, that would have been his last day on earth.
The reason there was a ton of cocaine was on the border because they were reorienting their routes, and that they could not get along with Pablo Acosta. He had to go. So the Amado Correo Fuentes gang of the Juarez cartel said, okay, that's that.
And we're talking outside his little house trailer there, and he puffs up and raises both arms above his head and gets a big, proud grin on his face and says, I own the plaza! I own the plaza! All proud of himself, and I say, well, that's wonderful, Robert. What does that mean? He was now the chief drug lord of Ojinaga.
And here comes the sheriff. And man, my heart was racing. He's going to stop and shoot us. We're dead. And I have never seen such a wild-eyed look in Sheriff Thompson when he drove by.
They're trying to fuck him over. Look, the guy he's a good man, and he served that community, and he did it by any means that he needed to do, and he walked a fine line.
The thing that we regret is that we would have liked Rick to have cooperated with us and testified against Robert Chambers rather than the other way around.
Sunday school teachers, things like that, are not the ones that help us catch dope. Just keep that in mind. Ma'am, you've got to understand that cops and crooks are just about the same caliber, except one's got a badge.